France.
Men, you'll be more than aware of how important this stage is. Planning, presumably, is going to be everything. On an interesting note, Alexander's technique for bonding his army apparently centred around huge drinking competitions. I don't know if you had anything like that planned.
No, never. No.
Probably inappropriate. But use this time wisely, obviously, so get planning, sort yourselves out ready for battle.
What we need to know is what we've actually physically got control of.
We can concentrate our effort and attention on where we should win the battle.
Overall, the battle plan is to move up the phalanxes.
The team are in a similar position to the skirmish. The river up there at the top is on their right, and each of the captains has got a mixed force of cavalry and infantry. The enemy deployment is slightly different. They've got their cavalry and chariots, their highly mobile forces, on their right, the bottom of that picture, with infantry in the centre and left, and in front of the infantry, this screen, this large number of war elephants.
OK, guys, that's your planning time up. Generals, what's your plan?
Right. Basically, we're going to use Alexander's army's strength, concentrating on the heavy cavalry on the left, and then supported by his elite foot companions and horse archers and light infantry on the right to entertain his best troops, his war elephants.
Do you have contingency plans for when it all goes spectacularly wrong?
Spectacularly wrong, we don't do.
This is it. It's May 326 BC. Alexander's mighty Macedonian forces are ready to clash with King Porus. Will our military men do justice to the legend of one of the greatest generals ever, or not? We'll find out. Let battle commence. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Redeploy.
Okay.
As necessary now.
Doing now.
Ken, my pikes are now moving into their initial positions, just deploying for the initial phase. Once they've done that, I'll move them forwards.
Wait one, yeah. Just get them into position first.
Yeah.
Okay, they're moving together.
Phalanx is moving forward, archers going in front. I'll move my cavalry into support of you on the left.
It looks like the team is keeping their companion cavalry, their mobile striking force, in reserve. Will they be able to use them when they need them?
Kieran, you might need to slow your pikes down at some stage. Okay. It's taken us a while to get into it.
What you can see here, if we look into what the enemy is doing, is that they're moving forward on the team's left. Now, if the enemy acts aggressively, they will get in the way of the redeployment that the team is trying to do to get their forces where they want them.
Right, we're going to need to move those out of the way.
Okay, my guys moving in formation now. Archers front, 4 phalanxes behind, General and his bodyguard on the right. At least there'll give me some flank protection. Hugh, give me a shout when you want the phalanxes starting to move on your right.
Okay, I'm just sorting out the cavalry into battle formation here. They've got themselves a bit mixed up. Okay, we're nearly there. The phalanxes are moving forwards. The horse archers are ready for being deployed forwards if you need them. My heavy cavalry are ready as well.
Okay.
Right, Ken, I can see a huge dust cloud on the right-hand side of the battle down towards the river.
They're the enemy elephants. The great thing for Porus about his elephants is that the Macedonian horses are afraid of the smell of them. So the phalanx is going to have to deal with them, not the cavalry.
Now, the Indians actually fed their horses with grain laced with alcohol to try and keep them from bolting in fear. Unfortunately for them, the horses turned out to be happy drunks rather than angry ones.
Do you know, this feels how I imagine a proper war room would actually feel. It's kind of suppressed, quiet, calm.
Towards me, can I deploy my horse?
There's not much panicking going on.
Yeah, we don't do panic.
Shame, really. I like
Do you want
panic.
it?
Well, I like panic.
I'll run around with
But
my
they're
hands in the
coming
air.
towards you now. They've got chariots backed up with cavalry and...
But they're coming to the ground of our choosing. They are reacting to us.
So you're not being snuck up on it, you're waiting. And you've provoked this.
We're moving forward. We're moving forward according to our plan. At the end of the day, we don't want to react to them. We've got to get them reacting to us. That's the plan, anyway.
That's confidence, that is. Good luck.
Those chariots are very mobile. If those chariots cross the team's front to where there is no cavalry, and come in against the light infantry that the team has connecting their heavy infantry to the river, it could be very difficult for the team.
Yeah, I think one can say that they haven't learned the lesson about the vulnerability of their right flank from the skirmish. It is pretty open there.
Right, Hugh, general advance on your side now.
I'm going to hold my phalanxes to bring in line with you.
Bring them forwards and conform against those chariots.
They're being very calm down there.
They're very calm indeed.
I mean, they've got a very good formation going on down there, but it's taking forever to do it. And meanwhile, they're being advanced on. But they're claiming that they're provoking that and they're waiting for them to come to them.
Well, we'll
can't
find
have
out afterwards whether that's the case.
You think this is a mistake?
They need to control this battle space.
Because if this is a mistake, it's a big one. So come on, it's early in the battle.
Oh, yeah, it's very early. Let's see them under some serious pressure.
You want to come down on one side or the other?
Oh, no. I think...
No.
I think it would be quite wrong at this stage.
Look to your fronts.
Ken,
Chariots to your front.
Okay, Ken, I'm keeping my cavalry in support of Hugh at this stage. Okay, Ken.
The chariots are doing hit and run.
Bit of hit and run.
It's not fatal to the phalanx, but it's not good either.
Your phalanx then have seen off those chariots.
Yeah. Can we have Kieran's cavalry to advance
They're moving up on the left now.
as fast as possible? Charge,
Okay.
yeah?
For the first time, I have a good feeling about the team, because basically they've succeeded in completing their redeployment. They haven't been too distracted by the Indian attack, and they're now moving forward in a very compact, mutually supporting way, so that if some body of enemy does find a flank or does in some way take them a bit by surprise, they've got supporting forces ready to step in and change the situation.
Kieran,
Yep. One of those units.
can we have your companions to support Hugh going attacking on the left?
My cavalry are moving up in support of Hugh now.
Yeah, great.
Right, we've got my heavy cavalry engaging the chariots on the left. I think they're being driven off.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Now,
that.
this is
coming in.
trouble. This is trouble.
Oh, look at that. There they go.
Yeah, this Indian counterattack, it's really caught the cavalry off balance.
Now the team is bringing up the main force of companion cavalry. If they can keep up the momentum, then they can take apart Porus's ability to fight this battle. Now this is classic Macedonian cavalry tactics. The leader is at the point of the wedge. The point of that wedge drives into the enemy cavalry. It shatters its cohesion, and then with the cavalry out of the way, you're free to go and whack the flanks of the infantry. But look there on the left, these guys are just standing still.
Yep, they've lost momentum.
So they need to keep moving. They need to go for the enemy infantry now.
Okay, guys, this is one advantage you do have on time, commanders, and that's a pause in the battle.